Hello again, Brigandine fans. This is Double 77 Trigger here, and you are watching the Battle of Calmary. Now, you're going to see a little bit of a battle on the top right, and that is the Battle of Vaynard. I moved my army down there really quickly to attack their pitiful team that they had defending there, and you'll just get to see that in a kind of a picture-in-picture up on the top right. Now for this battle here, you are going to see a sort of a hook-shaped offensive line here that I decided to do. It's sort of an inverted V, but it ends up turning sort of into that. But for the most part, basic shape is kind of like a hook inverted V. But it's a fairly decent battle. There's a lot that I was going through and watching, and I was just kind of wondering how it was going to turn out with this, because usually I will put Vaynard in this kind of situation where he is attackable by one space away, and for here you're going to see oh, okay, they got a dragon near him. They can hit him with acid breath. They can eye slash him. They can shoot him with a centaur, and they can throw a spear at him or holy word. But holy word isn't going to really do much to him. So they could get him with a number of things. So that's the reason why I'm keeping a healer close by. The healer's also close by to heal up the white dragon, if need be, and also the phoenix. Phoenix is close by for that reason too. So that's the reason for those few things here. Still trying to maintain a gameplay where I don't lose any monsters has been quite difficult actually so far. Especially with the way some of this goes. It just it's fairly difficult to try to maintain every single monster. But I think one thing I'm going to, take from this, at least the next few battles that I've done, is that not like in the original one where you can go out and start attacking a leader right away and knock him down, get him close to nothing, and destroy them very easily, very quickly. In this one, it's oh man, you really have to wait a whole extra turn for the most part for a lot of this, especially with some of these higher leaders here. Now, I've been trying to figure out what I'm going to do with this team, because this team is a little bit different than what I'm used to. Typically, I like to take Hector and Noi. I can level up Hector into Samurai and have him as a Samurai. He's a little more functional, especially with the eye slashes. The eye slashes are just very, very nice things to get, and I know they're pretty awesome. And here, it's actually a benefit because the eye slash isn't counted as a magic power. I don't believe it is magic power in the Grand Edition. It's just a side attack. So in the American version, you have to pay to use eye slash, as magic point wise. But here you don't have to, it doesn't seem. So it's practically an infinite amount. It's like the spear throw. But I think it might actually be more powerful in the spear throw. So that might actually make the samurais in this game a whole lot more powerful. But I haven't quite tested that yet. So yeah, here what happened was I was able to move Vaynard down very quickly. Paw Mighty's got kind of stuck behind. Noi got stuck behind even further. Trying to line up in this sort of formation so I can kill off one of the leaders quickly. Halley came up as soon as she could, and she just started whacking away at the wyvern there. I could have knocked her out if I would have gotten at least, I would say maybe this hit, But typically I think I should have gotten, you know, a good majority of the hits here. Not initially too worried about this. I didn't really think they had too many things to actually hit the little Jin guy with. But, you know, now I look, yeah, they could hit him with a few other things. Looking back on this one again, I definitely would have thought, you know what, maybe I should have put my dragon behind the Jin, just because then I could have shot acid at her the next round. And I think in the future I'll just try to stick to doing something like that, because yeah, I could have just initially attacked, but I think you know, for the next turn, you know, whatever may have, you know, become of the rest of this battle, it might have gone a little bit faster had I have done that. So I think next time I will definitely do that. Typically, yeah, I haven't been playing this game that much lately, so I haven't been thinking about those kind of moves that I could do. I've done those a lot in the past to try to set something up, but I think playing this game, I just kind of get into a mood where I feel like I have to play it very quickly because there's no animations. I don't know what's going on, but I have kind of a different mental state when I'm playing this Grand Edition now. Maybe it's because a lot of things are different now. Maybe because, you know, there's you know, a lot of changes that have happened, you know, with this game in particular. But I don't know. I think, yes, I have gone a little bit more aggressive than, you know, maybe even need be. But I've been having fun for the most part. But I think with the past two battles, I think I've gotten just a little bit too aggressive. And I think for the future battles, I'm going to really like try to, you know, pull that back and try to rein that in a little bit, because there's you know, especially with the Jin, I wasn't even thinking about his level at the time. He's level 7. I was like, oh yeah, I'll get this kill and it should all be fine. But yeah, he's way out there. He's flanking. He's doing a good job, but he's all by himself, and there's really nobody out there to protect him. So yeah, I was thinking, oh great, he's gonna get killed off right here or very soon. And there, I was thinking she was going to do Holy Word. I don't even know if they have Holy Word. So I thought I got kind of lucky there by her healing herself up. And maybe there's a possibility I could get that Jin out of the way. But yeah, I don't know. So she got to heal herself up. And just trying to whack away at her and see if I can knock her down just a little bit more. You know, maybe you know, strengthen my army up by just knocking her out completely. And for some reason, I don't know why I'm getting less of a hit ratio. I know typically when you see it, once you start attacking them, basically once you start attacking monsters, I know in this version here that once you just start attacking the monsters, they start to lose their evasion over time, or you know, over each attack it gets worse and worse, where they're not able to evade you. So after so many hits, your attack ratio, you know, percentage that it will show how much percent you actually have to hit that monster at. And I think leaders too, that goes you know, up to 100%. So after so many hits, you're definitely going to get 100% hit on it. So yeah, I was thinking, I was kind of wondering why the Wyvern was only at 50% when the Griffin was at 60 something. Typically, Wyverns have better hit ratios because of their higher agility points. So I was just kind of curious as to that. For here, I was thinking, well, you know, I can definitely use the acid on her and possibly freeze her, and that might completely kill her off. But I'll kill off my Jindu too. I'll get points for killing him, you know, for my white dragon, but I will definitely kill him off. And, you know, just with the position I was in, I was thinking, well, maybe the Jinju might get away. Maybe he'll get away. I didn't even think about that green dragon that was close enough that possibly could get him. So, in retrospect, should have definitely shot through and attacked my own Jindu just to kill him off so I get the points myself, and Vaynard could have gotten a final, you know, could have gotten the final attack with the frost spell. But, you know, didn't quite happen. I was kind of thinking, well, I kind of want to just lower down all the dragons here. Because the other two dragons are here, I can get both leaders at the same time. I don't really want to kill off my own Jindude, and I kind of want to just lower down Garand here at the moment so I can shoot a ray attack down at him, get him at least low enough to kind of, you know, be close to a fight, you know, getting him close to kills, you know, a kill later on at the, probably about the next turn. But yeah, I wasn't, I really didn't want to kill off my own Jindude at this point. You know, I know with Drist's army and stuff, I might do that kind of thing, but see here I got Garand down to, you know, just a little more than 300 hit points. And that's still, you know, good enough that they will not really try to heal him up. So I thought I was playing that kind of smart, but second thought, maybe I should have just worked on Halley and brought, you know, just knocked her out. But, you know, I decided to go with what I did. So that's what I did. Here, I was kind of really glad that I went with that move. And, you know, I was like completely stunned. I was like, how the hell did he hit me on the water and get a really good hit on me? I mean, I put that thing out there for a reason. And, yeah, there goes a dragon. He kills off my level 7 Jin. And I was like, oh my gosh, oh, I got to try to keep these guys alive. This game is definitely harder now. It's not like the regular edition at all. Regular edition, you know, I could definitely get hits on Halley, you know, with other things. She'd, you know, probably evade some of the really weak stuff that I have, but, you know, typically centaurs are, you know, higher agility things would definitely hit her. Like a wyvern would probably hit Halley most of the time. Griffin, that might not. But, yeah, I don't know. I got too excited, I guess, as far as trying to kill her off right away. I should have at least gotten her down to a little bit more than halfway like I'm doing with Garen right now. So I had kind of a better battle plan for Garen, but for her I didn't really think that through too well. You know, could definitely done a little bit more like here, what I was kind of thinking of, maybe I should go behind the Jindu like this, so in case I pull the Jindu out, I can shoot acid the next time, and yeah, it's just fine. So you're probably saying, well, why'd you do that? Well, because now I can get a kill with Palm Mighties. See, for this battle, and for most of these, I'm going to try to keep all of them alive, but my main goal is not to, you know, worry or focus too much on the monsters. What I'm really trying to focus on is leveling up all the leaders. They're going to take the longest to level up out of anything. Monsters can level up fairly easily, you know, in the battles and all that, but leaders, they do take a long time to level up. So that's what I'm going to try to focus on, is especially a few leaders. And a few things I really want to get leveled up are, I want to at least get a few Holy Griffins leveled up to level 30. At least get a couple of those, and maybe even a couple of Hell Dogs, maybe 3 Hell Dogs up to 30. And just a, you know, a few other oddball things, but you know, I'm going to try to get, you know, some good demons or Lucifers or something like that, Satans and all that stuff. Try to get them up there so I can get some, at least a couple Meteor Dooms, you know, in for the final battle. You know, just to waste away some of their MP before they get too close. But yeah, I mean, for here definitely I'm trying to level up the leaders because of the fact that I'm going to go into the final two battles with two kind of different armies. The first final battle I'm going to go in with this main army, and so you're going to be seeing me use this army a lot, and you know, there's really nothing wrong with that. I mean, especially if you're going to be fighting Bull Noil in the Grand Edition version. I mean, why not, you know, have your main leader or your best army fight most to all the time? That's the best way to level them up. And especially in some of the harder parts, especially now that I'm trying to take down Prince Lance and, you know, his group of cronies. You know, I'm trying to take them down, so I'm going to basically take my best stuff the whole way. So you're going to see a lot of this happening. There's going to be probably, I don't know, I might not take Vaynard and Palmides and Noi after Queen Leoness. I might leave that side to Dillard and Brangian. I think I'm going to start switching some of those things around to get that, you know, to get that working. But those are the other two that are going to be in the, you know, the extra fight that comes afterwards. So I'm going to try to level up, you know, at least 5 leaders up to level 30. And, you know, just kind of the way the game's going to go, I'm not sure I'm going to be able to do that quite completely. I might have to get close to destroying the last leader, whoever it is. It's probably going to be Drist. And, you know, get close to destroying them. And right when I'm about to pounce on them, then I'm just going to have to toy with them for a while till I can level up all my leaders and monsters to the highest level. You know, just so that it's not so freaking difficult. I mean, I've seen practically other people that have done YouTube videos, you know, fighting against, you know, Bull Noil and the other creature that you have to fight, and I've seen them, practically everything on the team is level 30, so it's going to take some time to get all that stuff going. One nice thing about this version is that you can quest, and that was kind of a nice fire attack move that I haven't really seen with the Phoenix before, but you get to see some of the flames from its attack, so that's kind of cool. But in any case, you get to quest for items, and some of the items you can put on the monsters. So there's this particular item that looks like a claw, looks like Wolverine's claws, and that goes to phoenixes and rocks, which is pretty cool. So yeah, I think you know, I'm definitely gonna take my Phoenix in there and probably give him that claw, you know, and maybe he can help heal up initially, or you know, most of the battle. I'm not sure how I'm gonna have that happen, but yeah. So yeah, well, I was able to take her out. Unfortunately, they took out my Jinn. But it's making me think that Jinns, and this is crazy here too. I mean, that's, the Centaur doesn't have a leader backing it up. Yeah, it has agility, but it doesn't have a leader to back it up anymore. So I don't know. I think that's kind of crazy. But I think that the Jinns in here are just, you know, they might be powerful, but they might not be as good as they were in the original version, because you know, the way that the enemy has, you know, the way that the AI attacks them, oh man, it's a pretty good onslaught. you know, they don't try to just not attack them sometimes, or, you know, not worry about it. They might kill off a lot of gens that I have. Definitely going to try and level up another one. See if I can get another one to survive through some of this stuff. And, you know, see how far I can take him. But other than that, I'm not going to try too hard with that. I think the lizard guards, you know, if I could get that item to turn into a lizard king, might be even better than the gens. And yes, they do cost 5 more points. But especially since the blue destroys the red, they're going to be way more valuable here. And by fact alone that they can use their shields to block stuff. I mean, it just, I mean, there's two bonuses to them being that much better than they were in the original one. So I mean, for the, you know, the difference that I used to always have to weigh, you know, Jin or lizard man, Jin or lizard man. Well, I think I'm gonna mostly probably be going with lizard men in here and turning them to lizard guards or kings, or, you know, if I can even find that item. I have no idea how hard it is to quest for that item in this game, but I will find out soon enough. What I'm basically doing here is, you know, I'm just attacking the leaders right now because Prince Lance is, you know, down to, you know, just this castle here and down to Baden Hill. That's all he's down to. And I've already sent a team, I've already sent my other team of Lewintel, Schutlius, and Ector down to attack him down there, and the only one guarding it is Meligant. So yeah, I'm just gonna go for the leaders. I don't really need to fight off all these monsters because he does have a lot of dragons. He has a lot of beefy stuff in his arsenal here. If I can just knock down his leaders, that's all I really need to do. All I really need to worry about, especially for attacking and taking out the first castle. Typically from, you know, the original or the North American version, I wouldn't worry too much about taking out all the monsters because, well, I mean, if you're going to take out the leaders and, you know, they're not very, very high level monsters anymore. I've already taken out the salamander. I really don't have that much to worry about. So I'm just going to, you know, kill off their leaders and be done with it. I can do that with the first army, maybe this, or I mean the first country, maybe the second country, but you know, for the most part, it's not a horrible thing. I mean, for the later on countries, once they start building up their armies and getting better monsters and all that, then it's kind of a problem if you don't kill off the best monsters and then they run away, because then they might run away and you might back them into a wall and they might use all their best monsters and all their best stuff against you, and then that's a problem with the last you know, castle, because I mean, you might be doing well, but you also might lose something in the course of you know, in the course of that. So you don't want to like attack an enemy and back him into a wall and he has a ton of good monsters to use against you, because although you might win, you might lose a lot of stuff. And yeah, I mean, typically you might not want that to happen. You might not want that to be the, you know, the way that you conquered that territory, by losing some of your best stuff. So I wouldn't recommend that. But for here, I'm doing a dual attack to Calmary and one down to Baden Hill, so it's not such a bad thing, because it's going to be over with it anyway. So yeah, that pretty much concludes it for this. There's really not much more to show you. So I hope you guys enjoyed. This is Double 77 Trigger here talking to you. I will talk to you later, show you the Battle of Baden Hill, which is actually, he put up quite a good fight. So you might be interested in watching that one. But yeah, I will put that one up later, and thanks for watching. Talk to you later. Bye.